Hello, friends. It's me, Dr. Janet Roark, your essential oil vet here in Austin, Texas. And I am just so excited to be with you here tonight and tell you about something super amazing that's coming up inside the membership group. So if you're a member, you already have access to this. Check out the events tab for the link. But this coming Friday, I will be doing a webinar on separation anxiety, particularly focused on dogs, but it absolutely would apply to horses and cats as well as some other animals. Somebody asked me about birds, and it could absolutely apply to them as well. So I want to invite you to that. If you're not in the membership group, go ahead and join. It's only available for members. It's exclusive for the membership group. And it's going to be a really good one. We've been seeing a lot more of that particular issue in dogs in particular, really since March of last year, for obvious reasons. People are staying home a little bit more often, and then when they do need to leave, their animals do tend to get a little bit more stressed out than usual. So if you have that issue, or somebody that you know has an animal with that issue, please invite them to the membership group to check out that free webinar. It's free for the members. And the membership group is only $14 a month. So you can join for $14 this month. You can cancel anytime, or you can actually save quite a bit of money and pay for the annual subscription, which is $150. So the membership group is I'll post the little link on here. I think I have it right here. So it's essentialoilvet.com/members. It's just a Facebook group where I go live every week and do webinars every month, answer everyone's questions, and post recipes. And we have oil spotlights and all sorts of amazing content. There's over 3 years worth of content in that group. It's quite epic, actually. Really, really good, especially if you have animals and you want to be able to take care of them a little bit more holistically and you want veterinary advice. So let's see. Yeah, Sylvia, the webinar is actually going to be, it's available. We post it in the units after it's recorded. So in the group, it is posted in the units, so you can watch it afterwards if you can't make it live. Let's see. Hi, Anna. I hope you're doing okay. We're having a little trouble with our number spike here in Austin. They actually opened up our convention center. It's set up as overflow because our hospitals are pretty full. So I'm being really careful, not seeing anyone other than clients, wearing my mask, and all sorts of other fun stuff. So doing okay other than that. Hopefully you're okay too. Awesome. So right now I'm actually going live for those of you that are on, which there's not that many of you. I think Facebook isn't showing my stuff to people, but if you are on live and you have any questions for me, and you can ask them in a compliant way, go ahead and post your question. I'd be happy to answer those. I did have a really cool, very, very busy weekend of, I actually got some professional photos done, which was crazy. I don't really do that very often. Actually, I've done it like twice, and they were like 15-minute sessions with like really quick, hurry up, get a good headshot or something like that. But this was a real session so that I can have some really beautiful photos for you guys and not using necessarily stock photos all the time, although the stock photos are quite beautiful. So looking to up my game in social media this year. Hi, Fonda from Marble Falls. And Karen from Detroit. I love it. I love Detroit. Watched many concerts in Detroit. I'm from Michigan. I went to Michigan State for vet school. So I love my Michigan friends. Elizabeth has a good question. So she's looking for oils that can help calm an upset stomach. So if we're talking about with dogs, cats, horses, a lot of animals get upset stomachs, rats, even some of our rodent friends, even snakes. I've had issues with upset stomachs and snakes. So what I really like to do is diffuse ginger. and cardamom. So cardamom is a really good oil that helps with the respiratory tract and it helps with the digestive tract. So a lot of times our animals have problems with both. And so it's kind of a 2-for-1. You get like the side benefit of it being good for both of them. And so I would definitely do that if you want to diffuse those oils. Those are really good ones to start with. Topically, you can use our digestive blend. We have a kids version and an adult version. Make sure you're diluting it. If you use it topically, you can rub it right on the animal's belly. I really, really like those blends in particular for any kind of digestive issues, but certainly for an upset stomach. If it's because of motion sickness, like your dog gets sick when they go to the vet or get in a car, or your kitty gets sick when they get put in their crate, there's a couple things you can do where you can maybe withhold food at least an hour prior to leaving, especially if it's a longer trip. And then I've had brilliant success with using the digestive blend and lavender in combination for trips and things like that. And for long trips, applying it every 2 hours. You can apply the digestive blend topically. Lavender, you can put a couple drops on a blanket that they're laying on in their crate, or on the seat if they're loose in the car. So those are some different oils that you can try. Hopefully that helps, Elizabeth. Fonda is asking about something to calm horses. So that's really funny that you asked. So we just actually had some issues out at my barn with some stressed out horses, and they love oils. So horses love oils. And the cool thing is they'll actually tell you what oils they like and what oils they don't like if you just let them smell it. And if they're like, ooh, I want that, and they do the flameman's response, which is where they lift their lip up, that's something that they really like. If they kind of turn away from it, or they are like, meh, whatever, that might not be a good one for them. But I always start with lavender. Lavender is a really good go-to oil. Roman chamomile is excellent. We have plenty of blends that are very calming, like our grounding blend, our restful blend, our calming blend, our reassuring blend, and our comforting blend are all really emotionally really good for horses. And so you can try a lot of those. They do really, really well with oils, and even just getting a little bit of lavender can go a really long way. Good question, Fonda. Awesome. Carolyn says, I'm printing the safety book tonight. I was out of ink. Can't wait to read it. It is very colorful, so printing it can be a little to use up a lot of ink for sure. It's a digital book, or a guidebook, basically, you guys. If you want that, if you haven't gotten it yet, definitely check it out. It's at, let me see. I think I have the link here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. If you go to essentialoilvet.com/pet safety, if you're on our email list, we totally messed up this link last week. I am sorry. It's totally my fault. But this is the right link. It's essentialoilvet.com/pet safety. There's a dilution guide on page 15 that's really good if you're like, I don't know how to dilute my oils. That can help has multiple species recommendations in there as well. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. It's totally free. My free resource to you. I got yelled at for making it free, but I don't care. I want to make it free to you guys. My business coach was like, why aren't you charging for this? I'm like, because I want to give everything away for free. So yeah, definitely check that out if you guys haven't gotten it yet. I'm glad you like it, Carolyn. You're going to love it. Donna, best oils to support cats' well-being. So Donna, what I would really recommend, if you haven't, I don't know if you were in the cat challenge. So I actually do a 7-day happy, healthy cat challenge for just like overall health of cats. It all starts with like nutrition and making sure that your cat has low stress and that sort of thing. Cats are pretty high stress animals a lot of times. And so what I would recommend for just like overall well-being and health, it really depends on the cat and letting them choose what they like. I really like copaiba. Is a really, really good one for cats overall. That covers a lot of different system support, as well as just overall well-being and happiness and decreasing stress. Let me take that banner off, guys. Let me see how to do that. Okay. let's see if we have any more questions. Yeah, Stephanie, definitely check out that safety guide. It has that in there, the oils that you can't diffuse around cats. Hi, Deb from Australia, and Audrey in coastal California. Yeah, so Carolyn's asking about suggestions to curb a cat from tearing up door trim. So the cat wants to get through the door, so the cats don't like closed doors. And I had a cat, actually Tina, you guys know Tina. She tore up all of my carpet in front of all of my doors if there was a door closed. So we have a laminate now; it's scratch free, so that we don't have that issue anymore. But she tore up all of my carpet in front of every single door that was closed because she wanted to get through the door. So that's a lot of it, is maybe just leave the door cracked a little bit. There's lots of different ways you can do that. But the other thing you can do is if it's scratching at it, make sure you keep your kitty's nails trimmed. Very important. If it's an indoor cat and it's still scratching, you can get a product called Soft Paws, which are very gentle, totally humane, and kind of cover the sharpness of their claws for a little while. And so those are really great. But as far as like deterring a cat from something, make sure that they have a really good scratching post to start off with, and multiple throughout the house is often necessary. We have one on both of our levels, actually multiple. And we only have one cat. So, and then the other thing is to get an oil that they don't like, that's safe. So something like black pepper is often like, but you have to kind of, it's very tailored to the individual. So some cats, for example, love peppermint. I don't know why. It's a really strong oil, but they're like, "Ooh, I love that." A lot of times I think it's because they have some underlying, musculoskeletal stuff that going on, but, or some respiratory stuff. But some cats hate it. And so if your cat hates peppermint, that's a great one to try. If your cat loves black pepper, probably not the best one to try, but that's usually one I start with. A lot of cats don't like that one. So Tracy says, I'm tired of cleaning up my cat's puking hairballs. I don't know if that's a question, but I would definitely try the digestive blend once or twice a week with your cat. I definitely look at your cat's diet. A lot of times that is a factor. And then I would brush your cat every single day to help pull out the loose hair so that they're not ingesting that. That'll help with the hairballs as well. So that is good. Jackie, we kind of covered some calming oils earlier in the video here, so I would definitely hop on the replay. We were talking about horses, but it works with dogs too. So like lavender, Roman chamomile, our reassuring blend, our calming blend, our comforting blend. All of those are really good. Grounding blend. Yeah, so those of you that are asking about like what oils are toxic to diffuse around cats, I don't like the word toxic because they're not going to actually like hurt the cat. But I usually stay away from tea tree oil. Some of the mint oils like peppermint, spearmint are really strong for cats, so they don't necessarily like them. And wintergreen and birch. But that's also in that free guidebook that you guys can get. Tony says the Happy Healthy Cat Challenge was amazing. So we're going to do that annually. We'll run that probably later this fall again. Fonda, how do you apply oils to horses? So you can apply it topically along their spine. You can rub it along their cornet bands. You can rub it on their chest. Like, honestly, you guys just get the oils on them. It's going to absorb into their bloodstream. And so you can just apply it topically. I don't recommend applying it underneath the saddle, but applying it topically works really, really well. You can also give it internally if it's an oil that has the supplement facts label on it. All right, you guys, that is Kimberly's like, Tina, shame on you. Actually, I'm really glad she did it, Kimberly, because it means I got new floors. So it was like we had this really old carpet in our house that we've had. I think it was the original carpet in the house. So it was built in 93, I think. So, and we literally just got new floors like a couple of weeks ago. So It was definitely overdue. And finally it was like her shredding the carpet in front of the doors was like, I just couldn't handle looking at it anymore. And we finally like saved up enough to be able to buy some new floors, some new laminate, which I love, by the way. It looks really, really nice. For joints, Jennifer Lee is asking about joints. This will be my last question today, guys. So I'm sorry if I didn't get to your question. Definitely check out the membership group if I didn't get to it, because we probably have answered that already and you can search for that. But really good question about joints. I recommend, as far as oils go, our massage blend is excellent. Dilute it, obviously dilute always with animals, and apply it topically over that joint or multiple joints. If that's the case, I like to do it along their back just because it kind of gets everywhere when you do that. Huskies, it's hard because topically, because they have that super thick coat, right? Like that double coated breed. And so you have to almost like part the hair to get it to the skin. And you can kind of use your fingers to do that. But the other thing you can do is give, if you have the oils with the supplement facts label on it, so double check to make sure your brand has that. And then you can do frankincense and copaiba and turmeric internally to help with that. And then I really like, there's a glucosamine, chondroitin, MSM vitamin C supplement called New Joint DS, NUJOINT space DS. And that is, if you go there, it's newvet.com is the website that you can go to, and you can use code 27702 for that. And you will get, you can get that. The New Joint DS is a glucosamine chondroitin supplement that I would just keep your dog on for life. It's a really good supplement for older dogs. And then the other thing you can do is you can actually go to, let me type this in. So it's Violet Crown Pet Essentials.com is doing a sale of 50% off. So they have a really good CBD oil. And the coupon code is half off, HALFOFF. I think I put it in the description too. I just found out about this today. So definitely check out violetcrownpetessentials.com. Violet Crown Pet, violet like the color purple, my favorite. Violet Crown Pet Essentials.com, and they have for their CBD oil, which is just for pets, 50% off if you use coupon code half off. It doesn't have any THC in it. They do so much testing on it. It's really one of my favorite CBD companies, if not my favorite. And they have 50% off right now. So I would definitely stock up on this. They've never done a 50% off sale. So I would definitely stock up while you can. That one's awesome. So that would be your other option with your husky, is to maybe do a CBD oil in addition to some of that to help kind of take the edge off. All right, you guys, that is all I have time for today. I love y'all. You have an amazing week. I will see you hopefully on Friday in the membership group for the webinar. And if not, I'll see you next week. Bye.